I agree with you. I think we are in a better position this time around compared to last time in terms of personnel and just being better equipped for the fight the Liga and the possibility of going back up. I feel more comfortable this year than 2 years ago. Um, with that said, I mean, there's some good teams still, obviously, in the league, but I mean, it's gonna be difficult, right? You got to figure Hertha's gonna be in the mix, and there's still some other teams, Holsten Kiel, are gonna be in there, right? What are your thoughts of the season?
Well, my hope for the season is that we get automatically promoted.
Yes, no playoff,
And
automatic.
then the final promotion spot comes down to like the final automatic promotion spot comes down to like Hamburg and Hertha. Hamburg gets it, and then Hertha loses in the promotion playoff.
Okay,
That would be my goal because it'd just be funny. But
it would.
no, what I'll say is what I was just saying a second ago is I feel like in some ways there may have been better quality to the previous second division squad that we had than there is now. I think I'm like emotionally better prepared for it because we've kind of been through it once and we were successful in
Right.
getting promoted back. So it doesn't maybe feel like as much of like a nervy moment for us. Like, oh yeah, there's a lot of confidence, but I do feel like there were some exceptional players on that last second division team that we no longer have. The one positive is that we have a holdover of coach in terms of Rice and retaining him. So it's not, a complete I mean, I know we had Grammatis like the back end of the season, but like he wasn't implementing anything when we were getting slaughtered in the Bundesliga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like now we have a guy that's actually coached us for half a season in actual like games that meant something where we were competitive or at least trying to be, and he can carry that over. But I think anybody that thinks that Schalke is going to come into this season and get off to a hot start, it's possible. I think it's also very possible that we have a start that we did against like Heidenheim and like what was it like Rostock and some other teams maybe
Yeah.
Regensburg. Sorry,
Kaiserslautern's our
Regensburg beat
second
us in like
game.
4-1. Yeah, whatever it was. We might have some of those against teams that are a little bit more together and organized. When we have a lot of these new faces that still have to gel for a bit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I do expect us to ultimately be near the top of the table come the end. Do I think we're going to run away with the title? No, absolutely not. Nothing like that. So
Yeah, I agree. It would be nice, but I don't think that'll happen either. Yeah, Hamburg and Kaiserslautern to start the things off. Kaiserslautern finished ninth last year, but they've been on a progressive upturn. They've been like the slower version of Union Berlin, and they've gotten better every year since they've been way down, way deep in the doldrums of German football. Um, Finished eighth last year was Holsten Kiel. Look out for them this year. Karlsruhe, right? They're in the mix too. Paderborn, 55 points. St. Pauli, they're still in the league. And Dusseldorf are just some of the teams we got to worry about this year. So it's going to be a tough division. Is it as tough as it was a few years ago? Maybe not because some of the teams have struggled. Like last year, oh man, who was it? 2 years ago. Well, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, honestly. But it's not as hard this time around as the last time around. But I think it's still going to be difficult to ask no matter what. We don't know exactly. This is a new team. Players have to gel together. We don't know exactly what we got until maybe 10 games in to see what kind of team we actually have and whether the players that we bought are going to be worth anything. So it'll be interesting. Some new teams coming up on the horizon too. But I'm hoping we can, be in the mix and get an automatic position. That's the goal. You never want to be in that playoff position. Stuttgart was wavering last year, but they made it through against Hamburg. So yeah, for top position be ideal, right? But yeah, top two is what you asked for, and so let's see what we get here, and we got to kick things off.